Hey guys, welcome to another video for the Zenfone Pro M1, and we are going to install and preview AOSP Extended, which is based on Android 8.1. Now the bugs and should you use it as a daily driver or not should be covered in the full review. So that is how we do things at Smartphone Tutorials. First, we go ahead and install a bunch of ROMs, and out of those ROMs, in the first impressions, I decide, or you tell me in the comment section which ROM you want to be reviewed, because when you review a ROM, I'm going to use it for 2 to 3 days as my daily driver, and I'm going to share all my impressions with you. But before we get with the install and preview process, well, why not go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon, because we do awesome stuff with smartphones. At the same time, here's a card to my second channel, that is Kratos 390. Go ahead and check that channel out as well. Now, without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to Smartphone Tutorials. My name is Kailash. Let's get flashing. Hey guys, welcome to another video for the Zenfone Pro M1, and in the previous video, that is right here, that's the card, you can go ahead and watch that video. That's about Resurrection Remix install and preview. Now this is one of the part of install and preview series that usually happens on Smartphone Tutorials, wherein I show you how to install a particular ROM and I give you a quick glimpse of that particular ROM, and if there is enough interest, well, guess what, I can use it as my daily driver and I can review that ROM for you guys so that you can decide if you want to go ahead and install it or use it or not. Anyways, so today's video is about AOSP Extended. Now this build that we are going to try for this particular ROM is 22nd of August if I'm not wrong, so there's not been an update in like 2 weeks, but nonetheless we're going to install that particular ROM. We'll quickly have a look now. Rivaling Resurrection Remix, AOSP Extended also has a lot of features. So while we are here, let's get rid of Resurrection Remix and let's move on to AOSP Extended. So first things first, just go ahead and make sure you've backed up all your data and you have 30 or 40% battery to make sure you have a successful flash. So now that we have the ROM copied to the phone's memory card, the reason I say memory card is because if you want, you can go ahead and wipe the internal storage, which will give you an even cleaner experience. Not that it matters, but it's better if you do it. So let's press the power menu, and this is a custom ROM, so we will have advanced reboot and we will go to recovery. Now of course you need to have TWRP installed and you need to have an unlocked bootloader for that, and there is an unofficial way to unlock the bootloader. If you want to know how, well, here's a card to that particular video. Go ahead and watch that video as well, and let's wait for the phone to boot up into TWRP. Alright, TWRP is all fired up. So what we do next? Well, first things first, let's go to wipe, advanced wipe, Dalvik cache system vendor data and internal storage. Now as I mentioned in the previous video, I choose to have a very clean flash. So swipe to wipe. You may choose to ignore wiping internal storage. That's completely fine because we are moving from an 8.1 based ROM to a 8.1 based ROM. So once the wipe is done, let's go to install, up a level, external SD and AOSP Extended. So 24th, my bad. So select that build and add more zips and open GApps Nano, swipe to confirm flash. Now as always is the case, this ROM flash will take anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes, and Google Apps will also be flashed along with it as well. So while this is being flashed, let me just give you guys a little background. Now apart from Resurrection Remix, there are very few ROMs that I have liked, and AOSP Extended has been one of those. Now if you look at a scenario of custom ROMs in today's day and age, there are a lot of devices with a lot of ROMs. You have Firehound, you have DUI, you have that's Dirty Unicorns basically, you have AOSP, you have MSM Extended, you have AICP, you have AOKP. So the number of custom ROMs is endless, and you can just go about going on and on and on. But there are a few ROMs which shine on almost each and every device. One of them is Resurrection Remix, and the guy that we are flashing right now, that's correct, AOSP Extended is available almost on every popular and to some non-popular devices as well. So it does a very good job of developer and fan following, and it has a lot of customizations. Now talking about this ROM in particular, well, it has slow charging issues as far as I'm informed about it, and there are a few bugs here and there, but the Gcam support, or the Gcam port, I'm sorry, does work just fine, and the battery life and all should be good. So if you can charge your device overnight and you don't have an issue charging your phone for like 5 or 6 hours, well, it has a 5000 milliampere battery, so you should be golden for the next day. Now let's wait for the flash to complete, and then we will boot the device up and we'll quickly have a look at this wonderful ROM. Alright, so as you can see, the ROM has been flashed and we are ready to see the glorious boot animation. So home screen, reboot, system and do not install. The first boot should take around 5 to 7 minutes. So please be patient while the phone boots up and don't think that it's in a boot loop. I will tell you when it's in a boot loop. It usually doesn't enter a boot loop if you're doing everything absolutely right, and if you're following guides at Smartphone Tutorials, there's a very slim chance that you'll ever go wrong. So let's see how beautiful that boot animation is. Okay, I was expecting the 3D AOSP extended boot animation, but this looks more like a Google boot animation, which is fine. I'm okay with that. This is very simplistic and minimalistic. Nonetheless, once the ROM boots up, we'll quickly skip through the setup part and then we'll have a look at the features and a quick overview of this ROM. Alright, so here we are on the home screen of AOSP Extended, and you can see those jumping icons, and the jumping dock is basically telling us to explore this ROM. So explore we should. We have AX wallpapers, basic calculator apps, a camera app just like Resurrection Remix, which should be working just as expected. Nothing stellar when it comes to comparison with Gcam. Let's see here. Okay, it's actually slightly worse than Resurrection Remix, I guess, but nonetheless, that's okay. This is a very minimalistic ROM once again, and if we go to settings and if we go to system and about, we have Android 8.1 with 5th August security patch. If we have a look, that's the Easter egg. Now apart from this, VoLTE is working, most of the things are working. This ROM can definitely be your daily driver if you can stand the problem of slow charging, as I said earlier. So now again, I will be using this as my daily driver once it has an update. So let me know in the comment section if you want me to review this ROM as well. Now when I talk about reviews at Smartphone Tutorials, it's just not going to be a very normal thing wherein I use it for a couple of hours and then give you a review. No, I'll be using this particular ROM at least for 2 to 3 days with my SIM cards in it, and then I'll be giving my verdict on it. So yes, give this video a like if you want to see a full review of AOSP Extended for the Zenfone Pro M1. And if we go to extensions, that is where all the magic for this particular device happens. You have status bar customization, you have notification panel customization. Apart from that, well, you have navigation bar. So you can disable the navigation bar altogether as well. It's the age of gestures, you see. You have different types of recent user interface which you can customize, and yes, just like Resurrection Remix, you can go on and on and on. And what you should see in one of my next videos about the Rolex, that is the Redmi 4A and the Redmi 5A, that's Riva. Now AOSP Extended has been ported to that device and it is based on Android 9 Pie. So I'm really excited to see what new it brings to the board. But for now, well, this was a very quick install and preview of AOSP Extended on the Zenfone Pro M1. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the install and preview series? Is it helpful? Do you really like it? I think it gives you a brief introduction into what exactly you should expect when you install this particular ROM or that particular ROM. For now, until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at Smartphone Tutorials. Stay tuned, keep smiling, take care, goodbye.